Ready?
Yes.
Hurry up. Welcome, episode 55 of the Underwear Hour.
55.
5-5.
5-5.
Look alive.
5-5 look alive.
Darrell
It's episode
Freeman.
55.
There's a bit of a coughing bug going around.
I am on the struggle bus. We are recording in a place with a cat.
That's what it is.
Gary Brackett plus Cam Newton.
I'm allergic.
Gary Brackett was number 58.
I'm allergic.
Fuck, I thought it was 54.
Nah.
Oh, man, that's a bad look.
Yeah. You know what? Everybody stay
Jason
right
Williams.
Here. I'm gonna.
Who did I say
I'm
the
gonna
first
run
time?
to my parents'
Did I
house
say
real
Darrell
quick.
Freeman the first time? Because he's 50.
Jason Williams.
Yeah, you did say.
Isn't he 50?
Jason
White chocolate.
Williams times
Chocolate.
Tracy McGrady.
Oh.
T-Mac.
Obi Toppin times Jeff Teague on the Celtics.
Lance. No, not Lance Stevenson. Who wore number 1 for the Pacers?
Obi Toppin does right now. Lance did for a long time.
Yeah, Lance. Okay.
Lance has just tweeted that he said, I'm watching the NBA thinking there's no way I shouldn't be playing right now.
He
Fair.
was getting triple doubles in the G League like a couple years ago when he was there.
Born ready.
Born ready.
I'm not going to say that it's because he's not necessarily your typical system NBA player, and he doesn't fit the typical scheme of get old and stand outside and shoot without dribbling. But it seems like that might be why he's not in the league still.
Yeah. He's fun, though.
I love Lance, though, even though I don't really like him.
Yeah. You don't like him?
I never liked him when he was with the Pacers, no.
Why?
I was a big Lance guy.
Everybody else loved him so much, and I never really
You
thought
didn't get the
that
hype?
Didn't he, push his pregnant girlfriend down the stairs?
Yeah, he
Ooh.
was. Well, I mean, that was.
I don't know.
He did a lot of things off the court that were not a good look. That was
That's
never
neither
in
here nor
question.
there.
That
That's
was
neither
never
here nor there.
It's not here, and it's definitely not there.
You're right. I'm a man of increase. I'm not going to kick a man when he's down.
And you separate the art from the artist, all right?
Yeah.
He was good at basketball, but I always thought that he got a shit ton of credit for. Well, I mean, what did he average? 13, and he was good. He was a spark. But
That's what he was. He was the spark guy.
He was basically the T.J. McConnell of that team, and I just never got behind him. I just never bought into it like I did with T.J. McConnell because I love Teach. How could you not?
Yeah, there's a list of players that fill that role.
Yeah, Tyler Hansbrough for 1 year.
Yeah.
Chris Copeland, remember Chris Copeland?
Yeah. I feel like he had a nickname that was or maybe his username on social media or something was a transformer. I don't know why.
Yeah, Chris Copeland.
Yeah, wasn't
Yeah.
it the?
It was I think it might have been something Optimus Prime related.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Optimus Prime or something. Optimus Cope or something. whatever it
Yes,
was.
I think it was. Shouts out to that guy, man. He knew how to rally a crowd. It's a
Yeah, he
shame.
did.
It's a shame they didn't keep him around.
But
Also,
yeah, I just got back from Nashville. Everybody,
how was it?
it was a good time.
Did you feel nasty?
30th birthday party. It was good. Yeah.
Did you get
It's
nasty?
so crowded there. Nasty.
Did you?
Yeah.
You did?
We got a little nasty, I
Oh.
guess. Not
Okay. Okay.
No, not nasty. No.
If I was to set the over-under at, let's say, 65.5 pairs of cowgirl boots you saw while you were down there, over or under?
Oh, by a mile over.
Really?
Yeah.
What was your number?
65.5.
Dude, it'd be 10,000.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You know
I
how
don't
many
know, maybe-
people are down there?
Maybe he walks around with his eyes closed. I don't know. Maybe he's just like...
Maybe he's up, looking up.
And there's 50 boot barns on that main strip. Everybody's buying
I
boots
think I
down
saw
there.
60 when I walked in front of the
Yeah.
boot store.
Maybe the Nashville hot had him delirious. He couldn't see. He was like,
Yeah.
how many boots are out there? I can't even tell.
Everybody was a big fan of that Bolton's hot chicken
Did
place that we
anybody
went
get
to.
the hot or the extra hot?
I don't think anybody knew until we had already ordered that they had extra hot because it wasn't on their menu.
They have a whole bolt. They had a big
What's on the
sign on
menu?
the front that explains why you have to sign a waiver for it.
I didn't even see that. None of us
Really?
even saw
waiver?
that. We just saw they just had a laminated piece of paper that was no spice, light, mild, medium,
Hot.
and then hot. And then
You
it
got
just
the
stopped.
hot though.
Yeah, 2 guys got the hot and just
Really?
yeah.
I got the hot, but I was I ate it, but I was it was like an outer body experience.
Yeah.
For me. It was that hot.
I ate it, but I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
They all came out and were testing. I was letting them take bites of my light mild that I got, just because I was like, here, you can just see what the
Yeah.
heat's like. Dalton got medium. whew, he was, I mean, immediately like face red, just
Oh, yeah.
just taking his time with it.
Yep.
And then people tried his medium, and they were like, "What the fuck?"
It
They're
sounds
like,
like my
"Hell
worst
no!" He's like,
nightmare.
"I'm going back and changing my shit." People started dialing it down.
Yeah, that shit. That's a real deal. That's the hottest shit I've ever had, I think. Allegedly, the bomb is 10 times worse.
It was funny that one of the guys who got the hottest one, he goes, like he's just eating it, saying it was fine. They're like, "You're cheating. You're using bread." He's like, "It came with bread." He's like, "What do you want me?"
How's that cheating? That's not cheating.
Yeah. He's like, "It came with it." Like I didn't specifically ask for this to like cheat.
Trust me, if you got that hot, that bread does not help. I've had it. I smothered it in ranch and went crazy on the bread, and it never helped.
Need some lime juice with it, man.
Is that
Lime
supposed
juice
to be a trick?
Yeah, it's supposed to take heat off. So it's like
Alleged.
balance it out.
Interesting.
Gordon Ramsay did it on hot once.
I feel like they had a bunch of milk there last time.
Yeah,
Milk, yeah.
is
And
another
And they
one.
didn't have any in their fridges.
They didn't have milk. They had no drinks.
I remember.
They had
well,
the exact opposite.
I remember they did have one drink. They had
Oh.
cookies and cream milk.
Yeah, Hershey's.
Because I was about to throw up when she said that. Because I was already in a terrible position.
I
But
remember when we were there, they didn't even have water. Literally,
Yeah,
they didn't
no.
have water. They're like, no, delivery guys skipped us the last like 2 times, so we don't have water right now. I'm like,
and then that's when I went to the bathroom.
9,000 degrees, and
Bro,
this is the
that's-
hottest chicken I've ever had.
That's one
And
of
your
those
AC's
ones.
not working either.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones where it's like, maybe why don't we call the delivery guy, see if he's still close.
That's one of those ones where you just run to Kroger and grab some waters.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there are people who went there that day who were like, "There's no fucking water." I'm
gone.
not eating this.
Were
sorry.
they at least handing out ice
I
cubes?
love your shit, but I'm not eating this.
No.
With no water.
No ice.
No ice cubes?
They literally, all they had was just cookies and cream milk.
I just remember no one having a drink there, and we were all like dog shit hungover, and it was a solid like 102 degrees.
And
No
yeah,
AC in there.
I think the
no
ceiling fans were
water.
probably broken
Yeah,
too. It felt
no
like.
water.
I don't
like
know.
it was everybody was just drenched in sweat afterwards.
They were running a tight ship in there this time.
Is it a hole in the wall type
They
joint,
ran
or
a tight
is it
ship
pretty
last
big?
time.
It is
I
all on
mean,
the
we had
wall.
like 15 people there, and we got served up in like less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, I know when they told us that there was no water there last time we were there, I just went straight to the bathroom. And I just started chugging water. Yeah, literally from the faucet like that. Just like,
I mean, bro, take you back to your childhood. You got to do what you got to do.
yep. Like, you
Water's
guys
water.
don't have like a faucet outside or something?
Where's the hose? Is there a hose around back? I'm looking to.
Where the hose at?
I'm looking to tilt that thing at like a 62-degree angle and get a little fountain going back there.
Yeah. You're just walking in like shit-faced, hungover. You're like, where the hose at? Where the hose at?
Where the
I'm
hose-
thirsty.
All right, listen, man. You got to keep it down, but they're around back. It
Okay.
costs extra.
Okay.
Did you guys go to the same
The hose-
location?
They're extra.
Yeah, the exact same place.
Okay, I think there's multiple.
Oh, is there?
Maybe not. I might be making that up. Might be mixing it up with another place.
I don't know what the little building is in front of their like place that we actually bought it at, but right in front they have like what looks like maybe their
It's a skate
old
shop.
one. Yeah, it could pass for a skate shop. It looks like it might have been like their old location, but it's like built into this hill, and like as soon as we pulled up, some of the people in the car were like, "This is it?" It's like, I'm not even gonna fit in the door. the door was like 5 feet tall. They were like, "What is this?" Like, do we have to crouch the whole time?
But that's how you know it's good, though. I
Yeah.
pulled up there and I knew exactly what was up because I was like, oh, yeah, this place has been here forever, and everything around it has been sold and built up, and it's just like this little shack in the middle, a bunch of nice ass things.
Yeah.
Like new buildings. I'm like, oh yeah, this place is gonna smack.
It's grandfathered in.
Yeah.
Stood the test of time.
Oh, we have our first podcast.
Oh,
Should I
number
pause it
4
or no?
Number 4 in the
No,
Rumble.
we're good.
Number 4 in the Rumble.
If you walk to your room, you are submitting your clearance to be on the show.
You're also submitting to random drug testing.
Sir? How's it going? But yeah, no, that place was really fucking good. Just a little hole in the wall. fucking hot chicken place. I honestly wasn't even sure. This is the funniest thing. Everybody's like, "Is it good? Is it good?" Because I was recommending it to everybody. I was like, I actually never even ate here last time. I was so sick I couldn't eat. They're like, "What'd you get? What'd you get?" I was like, "I don't know. I'm gonna try light mild and pray to God it's not too hot."
Yeah. What did I get last time? I got close to dying when I was here.
Yeah. And every person was like, "Damn, which one was it?" I was like, "No, it's just hungover.
Yeah.
I couldn't eat."
It was just the beer.
Yeah, it was just the alcohol.
That's funny.
But yeah, so I was like, it better actually be like good too. I've been like hyping this place up with no actual experience of trying.
Just going blind. That sounds like my worst nightmare. That place.
Yeah,
some people do get the catfish too.
You would probably. I bet the catfish is gas. Is it hot catfish like that?
It's the same thing, basically. Yeah.
Damn, I should have got that. Catfish, fried catfish, like fillets are so good.
Hot fish.
Yeah.
So good.
I mean, I expected this, but the people who got the catfish were also saying that it was better than the chicken that they tried.
I believe that.
I've never actually had
like,
catfish.
Fried like catfish fillets are gas. You would like them. It tastes a lot like a chicken tender. A little different texture.
That sounds fire.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be a little fishy though, if you can get by that with that.
Fried catfish I feel like is usually not very fishy. I feel like it's like blackened catfish that's fishy.
I guess I don't know. I'm just saying, like, you could tell when they sat down that they had fish.
Yeah, well, you can tell it's fish, but
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
So that's
They still have the whiskers on it?
fishy. I didn't
I'll
inspect
give
it close
you that.
enough.
It is fishier than chicken.
Yeah.
I'll give you that one.
Respect.
But it's not like
Respect.
crazy fishy. It's not like the fishiest of fish, you know.
Is it fishier than chicken of the sea?
Tuna?
Yeah. I feel like tuna's got a
Probably.
strong
Yeah.
smell.
What's the
I think
fishiest-
tuna's
But I guess
not
I'm only
very
thinking of like
fishy.
canned tuna.
What's the fishiest fish out there?
Canned tuna is fishy, but I feel like good real tuna is not very fishy.
I had seared ahi tuna. Shit
Yeah.
was fishy as fuck. It was cold.
No, I
Fishy.
ate that same one. It wasn't all that fishy.
It was fishy to
I
me.
mean, it's fishy compared to a fish stick, which is
Yeah, I
probably
mean-
the only fish you eat.
I don't even eat fish sticks.
Yeah.
What am I, a gay
It's
fish?
fishier than a fish stick, but in terms of like fishy.
You like fish sticks?
I mean, they're fine, yeah. I don't have
You
any
like
problem
eating
with
them?
a fish stick.
You like eating fish sticks?
What are you, a gay fish?
Yeah, you like fish sticks in
Yeah.
your mouth? This guy. You got gills?
You know, coming from the Catholic school background, we always had the fish fry every Friday during Lent. That fish was so good, dude. Yeah.
Never ate it.
Never ate it?
I'm
Oh,
not
man,
really a
that
fish
shit was
person.
gas. I will say.
Also,
honestly,
shout out Lent. Just started last Wednesday.
what'd you give up?
I mean, I've already failed at it, but I'm gonna keep trying.
Oh my god.
What was it?
Um,
You just want to keep? Is it a you thing? You just want to keep it to yourself?
yeah, it's like a self betterment thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not jacking off.
Just trying to be a. Yeah.
No, I gave up not podcasting.
I gave up not golfing.
There we go.
I usually
jacked
try
your
to
flow.
give up soda and say I'm gonna cuss less. That's usually my go-to.
Those are good ones.
Soda's a popular
Sweet
one. That's a good one, yeah.
sodas.
I almost
does that-
I almost cussed. F no. I would never give up sweets. Soda,
No?
sure.
Not even for Jesus. That's kind of fucked.
I mean,
Did he give up sweets for us?
They didn't even have sweets probably.
Yeah, I was about to
They
say
might have had, like,
if he
Could he
knew,
make sweets, bro? Could he turn a loaf of bread into a coffee cake?
I don't
I
know.
would-
They probably didn't even have cocoa yet.
maybe,
Probably couldn't eat. He probably never tasted chocolate.
dude. I mean,
Dude, that is sad.
if he does, yeah. If
Think
he
of all
knew
the
what it
shit-
tasted
oh my-
like,
Think of all the shit nobody back in the day nobody tasted. Like just their whole life, they ate like 5 things.
People
just
worship
like-
a
It was
guy.
the 5 things that you could grow the easiest by your house, and then like a cow.
They worship
you know
the
how
guys that never
bland it had to be
chocolate.
too.
Yeah.
I mean, no seasonings probably. I mean, not they had some seasonings obviously because like
You're-
salt and pepper goes back a ways. But
Let me
Was
look
like
this up
kosher
here.
food a thing back then?
I'm not even sure what actually makes food
Isn't
kosher.
pig not kosher? Like they can't eat pig, right? Jews?
No, I can't eat pork.
Is that just
Um,
Muslims or is that Jews too?
I don't know.
I thought it was Jews.
I know it's Muslims.
Is kosher not a Jewish thing?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, is it a
But-
Muslim thing too?
No, but they just don't eat pork
Why? Bacon
because
is
it's
so
a hooved
fucking good,
animal or
bro.
some shit like that.
So is a cow.
Bible. So it's a what?
A cow.
Hooved animals?
Something like that. Something to do with hooved animals.
And it's because he's got a curly tail. That's what it is.
Are cows hooved animals?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, we're gonna have to
Horses
Google
are too.
this.
Yeah, we're gonna need to know like what actually makes somebody kosher.
All right, I'm looking this up. Okay,
Remember when that
here we
used
go.
to be just like slang?
I found it. Lemon pepper wasn't invented until 1967.
Oh God,
God never had lemon pepper.
that's crazy.
That's tough, dude.
That is crazy, actually, because they definitely had lemons and pepper back then.
Yeah.
They just didn't have
He honestly missed a chance to think of that one.
the culinary creativity to come up with the combination
He didn't
of lemon and pepper.
He didn't have the pizzazz.
Yeah.
Ooh, you know what's actually funny? Speaking of lemons, one of the presidents I had to research for this round was born on a lemon ranch in California.
Really?
Mhm.
That's awesome,
I don't
honestly.
remember which one it was, but
A lemon ranch.
the lemon ranch shortly thereafter failed when he was 9 years old, though. So take that as you will.
Yeah, I wonder if it just smelled great all the time.
Had to. Honestly,
Just smelled like lemon pledge all the time.
I wonder if they just use like lemon scent for everything, or if they only grew them like to eat them.
Or to sell them or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess-
How do you extract the scent out of a lemon? Is it in the juice?
Got to be in the juice.
Yeah,
probably.
for sure. The juice. You just like squirt the juice into like probably water or something.
Just a bunch of lemon peels stuffed in a jar. Open it up. I bet it
You
smells
could
delightful.
probably just lemon zest. Yeah, you could probably just zest the lemon and then throw it in some water and spray it.
Get a zesty lemon.
Yeah. Also, they don't eat pigs because in Leviticus it says animals like cows, sheep, and deer that have divided hooves and chew their cud may be consumed. Pigs should not be eaten because they do not chew their cud. So it's because they have hoofs and they don't chew their cud.
What is cud?
I'm clicking on that right now.
That was my question as well.
Cud
That
is
one
a
was
portion
used
of
in
food
that.
that returned from the ruminants. Right, what is this word? Ruminants?
Remnants?
Ruminants.
Ruminants.
Ruminants. I've never seen that one.
So it's something.
We're just going down the
rumination.
freaking-
I don't even know what it means, but I've seen the word.
A
It's a
rabbit hole of words we don't know.
Herbivore.
Oh my God. Herbivore?
Herbivores.
I've never seen that either.
Herbivorous.
What is this?
Where's the word at?
Herbivorous.
Oh yeah, it's ruminants.
What about herbivorous? Is that how you say that one?
Are
English 101.
herbivorous.
Herbivorous.
Browsing.
Herbivorous.
Artiodactyls.
Artiodactyl. They got heart conditions now.
Or browsing
what
area.
the hell is this?
Artiodactyls belonging to the suborder
You should not-
Ruminantia that are able to acquire nutrients from plant-based food by fermenting it in a specialized stomach prior to digestion, principally through microbial actions. Bro, how did they find all this out when they decided they weren't going to eat pork? Like, how did they know how did they know any of this when they were like, no, we can't because why?
I'll tell you
Because-
why. I'll
what?
tell you how, bro. Two buddies got in a big fight, and one of them they were about to eat some pork, and one of them was like, "Fuck that, I'm not eating it." He's like, "That thing doesn't chew fucking cud, bro. You don't got split hooves. I'm not
No, they
eating
do
that
have
thing."
split hooves.
They
and
do have split
don't-
hooves.
They don't chew their cud.
Yeah, he's like, "Nah, not doing it." And you're mad weird for doing that. He's like, "What the fuck are you talking about, bro?"
And then he just
call
got
it-
struck by lightning. He's
Yeah.
like, see, God said
I
so.
told you. I told
And
you.
then Leviticus wrote it down.
He didn't chew it.
Is Leviticus a guy?
I think so.
Yeah.
What about
I think so.
Copernicus? Is that a guy?
Carnivorous?
Copernicus? What's
So
he
yeah,
from?
words just got the best of me, but cud is a portion of food that. Oh, okay. So it's just some shit that they semi-degrade in their stomach and regurgitate and eat again.
They're throwing up and eating it.
Yeah.
Rumination, yep.
They're just eating, yeah.
That's honestly hard body. I won't lie. I wouldn't eat them either.
Cattle, giraffes, goats, sheep, alpacas, and antelope all do it.
So they can't eat giraffes either.
No, they can because
They can't eat.
They chew their
Okay.
cud.
Well, that makes, bro. Honestly,
Wait,
how long?
I
do
thought
you
they
think-
can't eat the ones that chew cud.
No, pigs don't chew cud, so they won't eat it.
What do they just fucking throat goat it and just slurp it down? They don't chew.
No, I don't think they do. They don't make the cud. I think.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm off this one.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm past
We
this
can move on to the president's fight.
Pigs
President
ain't real
fights.
eaters. That's the moral of the
Yeah,
story.
pigs are definitely not real eaters. We want to go to the president's fights?
Yeah.
Yes.
President fights. Yeah, I'm pulling up my notes now. Sorry, I should have said
Fight
that.
number 1.
Wait, can I drop some breaking news right now?
Yeah, sure.
This will be the first time everybody's heard this. DK Metcalf just traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh.
Ooh.
Also, Devontae Adams signed with the Rams a couple hours ago.
Okay, so first fight.
And Tom Brady sold the Raiders.
Oh, yeah, I did
And
see
Josh
that.
Allen got
Wait, who got
snubbed
traded
on
to the
his,
Raiders?
on his contract.
Gino.
Smith?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Oh, I said Tom Brady sold the team.
Oh,
He did? Doesn't he own one of the teams?
he with the Raiders. He did.
Yeah.
No.
Minority owner, I think.
Okay.
He
Donald
sold it
Trump.
to Mexico.
Only
versus-
time Tom Brady can be a minority.
All right, here we go.
All right.
President March Madness bracket. Donald Trump versus Abe Lincoln. First fight.
Okay.
Is this round one still?
Yeah, this is round 2.
Okay.
Round 2.
So Abe Lincoln knocked off.
Abe Lincoln knocked off James Buchanan, which we're going to have to do some memory because the picture I have of the current bracket is on the phone that's recording us.
I got you right now, man.
Okay.
Well,
So-
I don't have that picture.
No, you don't. So we're going to have to do some memory jogging. But Abe, as we know, 6'4", 180, 301 in wrestling. It was like weird, not really wrestling. Also fought against slavery. We know that. He's going to be tough to beat. But here we have Trump.
I know.
I mean, 6'2", 245.
Dude.
He was old as shit when he was elected, though. Like 70-something, right? The first time?
I think he's lying.
But here's a bad thing about Trump. Big bad one. He got an exempt from the Vietnam War for bone spurs.
Bone spurs?
Yeah.
Those
he was-
hurt like a bitch.
What are those?
I've had something similar. It honestly, it just feels like a damn like knife is almost like stabbing you
Really?
in the foot. Like you can't. I've had.
Do you think he really had them, though? That's the question.
Do I think he really had them?
Yeah.
I don't know because it's definitely one of those things where I don't think you can fake it technically. I think if you go I think you can get checked out.
Yeah, but back then it's just a doctor writing it down.
Yeah, but it definitely is something easier to like just make up.
Just say, yeah.
Yeah,
So draft dodger.
definitely draft dodgers. What I'm deal with that? Yeah.
Born into huge amounts of wealth. I have polarizing figure in here, right? People love to hate him. People love to love him. I have Elon Musk does his job for him.
Mm-hmm.
So he got elected president, and then he doesn't really do anything. He just goes around and plays golf, and Elon Musk is like slashing budgets and shit.
Apparently, he's golfing on the taxpayer's dime too.
Yeah,
Which is
18.5
pretty
million in golf trips.
Which is pretty bad.
80. How much?
18.5 million in golf trips last 7 weekends or something.
Hey, I mean,
And it's all his own golf. His
Yeah,
own
he's playing at his
resort,
own
so
courses. Yeah.
He's taking the taxpayer money and giving it right in his own pocket.
He's just going to get heli massages at the clubhouse
Oh
before
my
he
God.
goes out.
I mean, what is that? So what is the 18 million? I guess then is he
Probably
just
the Air Force One.
They about to say, yeah, it's the jet money to get around.
Probably a lot of jet money, and then
like travel
Yep.
expenses?
and then staying at his resort, which
Paying
he
the
could
caddy.
potentially do for free, paying for the round, paying the caddy.
Why is he paying for a round? I don't
Food.
understand it. You own this place.
The round he probably doesn't pay for, but you got to
Well, he
tip the
pays
caddy
for it
still.
because it's coming out of taxpayer dollars, and it goes right in his pocket. No, I don't know if that's
I don't
true.
know, yeah, I was
didn't
gonna
read
say,
that
I
I
much
wonder
into
if
it.
he pulls it out of one pocket and then just puts it in the other pocket and just says, I'm good to go. Just heads to the first tee box.
Probably exactly what he does.
Honestly.
He just gets the Secret Service guy with the briefcase and takes out $300 cash and goes, "That's mine now,
All right. And I'll give this to me.
sir. This is taxpayer dollars."
Yeah, he just goes up to the counter and asks the guy for $300.
Can I have 300? Gives it right back to him. All right.
Okay, so in this one, I mean, I got Abe. I got honest Abe. Donald Trump is getting his ass beat. by
I'm
Honest
taking Abe too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry to all the Trumpers out there, but
Trump talks a big game,
Yep.
but Abe's going to throw it down. I don't know if Trump's ready for it.
all right. And then we got Lyndon B. Johnson versus Richard Nixon. Who's that?
Richard Nixie. That
Should
would be
be-
Jaboy.
All right.
Let's see. What do we know about these two fellas?
This was a double researcher because they both had bias.
Yes, I saw that, and I was a little irritated when I learned that.
I had one too, so Evan got off scot free. Evan had one less than both of us and didn't have a double researcher.
I think I had two doubles. I can't lie.
Doubles?
No, you didn't. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Did you have FDR? Yeah, you did.
Yep.
Damn,
Okay.
Evan
Anyway.
got out scot free.
Yeah, you did.
Hey, I didn't pick the order or none of them.
All right. So we got LBJ. Served from 1963 to 1969. Let me see. Why for 6 years? Took over for JFK after he
Ooh.
got his mind blown. 6'4", 210, 55 years old.
Damn,
He went in.
6'4", 210. You're just gonna graze right over that? That's a unit, bro.
Originally, the first
down.
website I looked at said
kind of a
6'3", but Wikipedia said 6'4".
Dude, 210's big.
210's a hefty man.
Yeah, that's a full-size man, full-grown man.
This man did
All
one,
right.
1 year in the active Navy.
One?
How do you even do that?
1 year active, 20 years reserve.
Oh, okay.
Was a high school teacher. Took over for JFK, and then the next
What
election.
happened to him?
I honestly, I don't know if I should say it
We'll save
because
it.
I think the
Yeah.
government might be behind it.
Okay.
We'll save it.
We'll save it for later.
He is a subject of this round in this fight in this round.
Yeah, he won with the largest popular vote by a Democrat ever in the next election after that. JFK got shot in the head, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Okay.
Um,
Interesting.
LBJ actually created Medicare and Medicaid, which I did not know.
So he's the one that stole my money.
Yes.
I pay them all the time.
He lost every bit of support that he had because of Vietnam, and apparently it was very, very liberal times in the U.S. when he was in, and there was a ton of domestic unrest and a lot of racial riots while he was in office. Here's another thing.
This is who?
LBJ.
Okay.
Born very poor in a church family on a farm. Parents couldn't agree on a name for him until he was 3 months old.
That's crazy.
So they just,
Linden, and they came up with a Linden.
bro, you know how they
Linden.
agreed on it? You know how they agreed on it?
No.
It was the name of an attorney in their town his dad liked. And his mom was like, fine, you can name him that, but we have to spell it different than that guy. And so that's how they agreed on it.
That's insane. Sounds like the dad might have swung the other
He
way.
might have been.
It was,
he might have a gay dad. There's
It was
to take into
something, bro.
account.
Let's name him after that guy in town I really
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. But he was
Or
kind
his
of
mom, or he knew that his mom banged that guy, and Linden was really his son.
damn near.
Ooh.
Yeah, he knew deep down.
That is weird to be named after.
Yeah, to pick a random guy to name your kid after, that's
It's not random, dude. He's a lawyer. He's a great lawyer.
Did he defend him out of a big case?
I don't think so.
That's that's
He
also
said
like,
it was an
yeah.
attorney.
wow, he's a
Oh, I
lawyer.
like the cut of this guy's jib. Let's name him after Linden.
Was a lawyer just like the most famous person in the world at that time?
Yeah, they actually were probably.
We're gonna name our
They're
kid
like, whoa,
for him
this
pro
dude's read
bono.
like 17 books.
Back, I mean, he was probably born in what, the 1910s? They had radio, maybe.
He 1908. Yeah, he was born in 08.
So yeah,
September 08.
Okay.
Radio probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently he was kind of a nerd himself. He edited the campus paper, was in school politics, like the class president and that shit. And then he died of a heart attack, like 5-6 years after he got out of office, I think. So, really, not a whole lot about
Yeah.
him. Like, honestly.
Seems like someone who could get his ass whooped.
Yeah. And he's supposed to be like a rowdy guy, but I didn't see anything online about it.
I always heard that, but I could have also just been wrong.
Yeah. But yeah, I would have assumed he like played football or something or this and that, but no. Poor farmer kid, church family, politics.
So he's got farmer strength. That's something to take into account. 'Cause
He
that's
does.
real. That's real.
That is true.
Moving around bales of hay. That's real.
Yeah. And then we got good old
Let's work.
Richard Nixon, 1969 to 1974. Term cut short. I think he's the only one to resign. I think. Nixon. I think he's the only one.
All right.
Maybe not. But anyway, 56, 6 foot, 175. VP for Eisenhower. Had the moon landing.
Fake.
Bingo. Here's why I don't like Richard Nixon. I just learned this today. Started the EPA and started OSHA.
OSHA?
We don't need
OSHA?
that. We don't need no
Gosh,
OSHA.
man.
We don't need no OSHA.
Yeah, right, dude. You'd be freaking dangling from a steel beam somewhere right now without him.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'd be eating my lunch on top of the Chrysler building.
Dude, that is
Yeah.
a shame. That's probably exactly what got rid of that. Imagine the
probably
old
is.
heads who were like, "You're gonna tell me I can't eat the lunch on the steel beams that I installed." I don't think so, Mr. President.
Yeah, I'd be like, come up here and tell me
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You're telling
Come up
me?
here and tell me to get down.
You're telling me
Call your OSHA guy. Tell him to come up
Yeah,
here and stop
yeah.
me.
I can't risk my life anymore
Yeah.
for this peanut butter sandwich? You're going to tell a man where I can't eat lunch?
Yeah, that's actually insane, though. Now that I think about it,
Yeah.
this used to be a proper country.
Swear to God. But
Now I need handrails and stairwells that don't have lights. Really.
3 points of contact while you're at it.
I mean, come on now.
You got to drag your wiener up the stairs to maintain 3 points of contact, man.
And a hard hat.
And a hard hat. You got to put your wiener in a hard hat and drag it up the stairs.
High vis. I mean, dude, just open your eyes.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Just
Seriously.
don't hit me with that truck.
Yeah.
It's honestly not that hard.
Watergate scandal. Not a good look, I guess.
They
Which he
framed
was
him.
going
They
to
say
win.
He's framed.
He was going to win. I don't know why he did it.
Do you guys know who Ian Carroll is?
No.
He's like the conspiracy guy. He was on Rogan last week, and I listened to some of it.
Oh.
And he said Nixon was framed.
I don't buy it. I think Nixon admitted to it.
Well, I think he just jumped on the grenade is what he's getting at. I don't know. I didn't do my own research.
He
on
didn't do it?
That's what he was talking about.
No, he definitely sent people in there to go see about it. Which
Yeah.
I don't know why. He was apparently going to win like super easy until that shit went down. But anyway, yeah, did Watergate. Author and a lawyer. 4 years active Navy during World War II. Born
Ooh,
4 years,
4 years in
active
there.
active Navy.
that might be the nod right there. World War II Navy was kind of badass.
Born poor Quaker in California
Oh,
on the
Quaker.
Lemon Ranch.
He's a freaking pacifist.
This is Lemon Ranch guy.
Lemon Ranch.
Lemon Ranch.
Born on a lemon ranch.
Born on a lemon ranch.
That is zesty. Right
This
there.
man
It
was
is. I mean,
born
it's about as
zesty.
zesty as it
born
gets.
Quaker in Cali, got his doctorate from Duke, and before he went into politics, he worked for the federal government. Barely lost the election to JFK, and then after that, he went back to California to run for governor. Lost that in 1962, and then he was like, "All right, I'm done with politics. I'm retiring." And then in 1968,
never
he was
won,
like,
dude. You
"I'm
can't retire."
back. I'm back." And he narrowly wins the presidential bid.
He goes from losing a bunch of shit to just winning presidency.
Apparently,
He wasn't framed. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that
Apparently.
is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it
He
starting
got-
to add up yet there,
he
brother?
was a VP off Eisenhower. He got some Eisenhower coattails.
Evan, can you scoot in a little bit?
Yeah. Why?
I don't know how that armrest is like in the shop. I don't know how high it goes, you know.
Oh shit.
I think
Okay.
if you scoot in like just a
The whole reason I was over here.
charge your laptop.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
Quaker. Quaker.
born on the
does-
Lemon Ranch. The ranch went under when he was 9. He played. This is where it gets good.
The ranch went under.
Ranch went under when he was
How did
9.
the lemon ranch go under? They just pop out of the trees.
Pops couldn't
know.
cut it. Pops
That-
couldn't cut it. Eventually, they moved
Terrible
to
business model.
moved somewhere else, and then he became a used car salesman and maintained a nice middle class lifestyle. It said.
And you think this guy wasn't framed?
But listen to this. Played JV football, and it has word for word verbatim, in quotes, was rarely used in games on JV football. But it says that he was a good debater.
They
Good
specified
debater
that
in
he
high
was
school.
rarely
used in games.
got no sweat.
He practiced hard, they said, but was rarely used in games.
That is a hilarious thing to say.
Yes,
That makes it
neither-
sound like he's freaking Rudy or
Yeah.
something.
Neither of these guys should have buys. It's a damn shame. I wish we would have done the research first
Yeah.
and seeded them because both these guys should have got their ass whooped in the first round.
But he was a good debater, and then he
It's
died of a stroke.
Damn shame that a couple of these guys are going to make it to, I think, what is going to be the Sweet 16 at that point.
Yeah.
Might be like Sweet 18. I can't remember. But yeah, that's god awful.
It's tough, man.
That's a terrible matchup. The guy who got no sweat on PT on JV, no sweat
That's-
on JV, or
That's just honestly insane that they are even
whatever
listing
the fucking
that.
first guy was.
LBJ.
LBJ.
High school teacher with 1 year active Navy. Medicare, Medicaid.
I almost say LBJ just because he was alive and he was a teenager in the
Poor
20s.
farmer. Yeah.
Farm strength. I mean, I think that right there.
I mean, he's also got 4 inches and fucking 40 pounds on him.
He's running into an absolute buzzsaw next round, so that's good.
Yeah. I'll take LBJ.
Yeah, I'd
definitely.
probably go LBJ.
I'm going
too.
LBJ.
Yep.
Even though I.
Anybody?
whatever.
Anybody knows middle name? Anybody?
Somebody
Anybody?
else
Brandon.
being born
Brandon.
ruined his
No. Anybody?
name. What?
Boston.
What? LBJ's middle name?
Brannigan.
No.
B.
No.
Bruno.
No.
Baines.
Baines.
Lyndon Baines Johnson. Kind of pimp.
He's
We
middle
have
class.
a.
Middle class.
That's such a rich guy name.
They were apparently like dirt poor when they had the Lemon Ranch. They didn't get middle class until they started selling cars.
I mean, how much lemonade do you need?
That's a good question. Apparently not that much.
I feel like lemons were not like a thing people used back then, really. It
No.
was like,
They
This
didn't
was like
realize.
this was in
Fuck
like
do
the
I need to learn?
1940s.
Didn't you say lemon pepper wasn't even around yet?
oh,
67.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, yeah. I mean,
Imagine
that's- yeah.
Lemon pepper became a thing 2 years before he went into office.
If
I
he-
wonder if he had a part in that.
If I were him, if he ever got to
Sit
go back
down,
in
We're
time,
gonna get this, dude.
This is before Richard
This one's
Nixon.
for you. I'm making up lemon pepper.
This is before Nixon ran on the lemon pepper platform.
Okay.
his whole life would be different if he went back in time and just invented lemon
Oh,
pepper.
yeah.
All right, LBJ.
We've got an issue.
That won't plug in.
It will plug in, because of the way we've got everything wired over here, though, it's causing interference. So as soon as I plug this in,
The sound's going to go wacky.
it's picking it up and buzzing.
Oh no.
Um,
How much life you got left?
10,
Yoicks.
10, and it'll be down at like 9 if I stare at it for like 25 seconds.
Rearrange?
Potentially, yeah.
Is that the move?
I think that's a move. And we're going to do the next fight, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Alrighty.
Next fight, I believe, is me. We have Sir Ronald Reagan. He's actually not a sir.
Oh. I
Ronald
was like,
Reagan
Dang, I didn't know he was a sir.
versus Andrew Jackson.
Fuck Ronald Reagan.
And this is a pretty good height and weight matchup. They're both 6'1". Ronald Reagan is 185. Andrew Jackson's 210. I don't know if you guys remember, but I remember from last episode, Andrew Jackson is a fucking psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ronald Reagan's kind of a pretty boy actor bitch, and he was old.
Yep. Quick little historical impact recap. Ronald Reagan, ended Cold War, economic policies, Reaganomics,
Reaganomics, which is proven to not work.
conservative shift in American politics.
Yeah.
Andrew Jackson, war hero, Battle of New Orleans, bam. Strong executive power, bam. Populist leader, bam. I mean, brutal enforcer of Indian Removal Act. His whole resume is just like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of it, whoever's coming up
it really
next.
is.
I mean, yeah, he's a buzzsaw for sure. I mean, it's
He's the one that just got 2,500 people and was like, dude, I think they're coming. Let's fucking go down there.
Yeah.
So I'm not even gonna lie. I just asked Chat. I punched in my matchups like I did last week and into Chat GPT and was like, "Can you give me the rundown on these people again?" And this one just cracks me up because it goes over their raw power and influence.
Ooh.
Reagan, huge influence in modern conservatism, but relied on diplomacy and charisma rather than brute force. And then you're like, who do you think's gonna win, Reagan or Jackson? Well, here's what they said about Jackson's raw power and influence. Absolute savage, duelist, military leader, expanded presidential power through force and vetoes.
Nice.
I think it's pretty,
Yeah. That's
Jackson,
Andrew Jackson.
might going to be a tough one to take down.
Yeah.
Reagan's going to die in that matchup.
Yeah. Jackson's a duelist, bro.
A duelist.
A duelist.
He was
Absolute
a duelist.
savage.
I'm sure they had guns, but he was a duelist before they really had guns. He probably had them guns where you shoot it once,
Yeah.
and it's like if you're close range, that might be the only. You got to go hands after that.
Little
You
Derringer.
don't got time to reload that thing. He's got a fucking ramrod. He shoots it. He's like, they're running at him. He's like, oh, fucking. All right, let's swing.
I was thinking he had like the little Derringer, the one's like this big. You got to be like here with it just to break
definitely-
skin.
It bounces off his arm.
He squares up exactly like Notre Dame's mascot.
Yeah,
too.
no
He's just
shit.
like, come on now. Come on now.
Fixing to give you a whooping.
You guys seen the dude on Instagram that acts like a country guy? And
Yeah.
it's just like,
You gonna get your words out? He does
I was-
Dude, I saw.
I'm trying to think of one of the
I
things
saw that
he
one today,
says,
bro.
and I cannot
He
remember a single
he
one.
said, God, don't play with me now. I done kick so much ass, my feet smell like shit. It's like, what the
He just
fuck?
does those. He just does like a million of those, and they're fucking really good. He's hilarious. Okay, I got Woodrow Wilson versus
Woody.
Bill Taft, which we know Bill Taft,
Wrestler.
absolute unit. I think Bill Taft was actually my guy, so I should have.
Yeah, he was an intramural wrestling champ at Yale. I
Oh no,
remember.
Taft.
Yeah, that was
the-
my guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Intramural champ,
Yep.
heavyweight wrestling
Like
champ.
260 in his prime. He was 3
Yeah.
something in office,
Yep.
320 maybe. So Woodrow Wilson, 28th president. I don't have the height and weight. If someone wants to find that for me, that'd be helpful.
I don't have his height and weight either.
He beat Taft and Teddy Roosevelt in
In a
the
fight?
1912 election. I mean, that's impressive right there.
That is.
5'11",
I bet he wouldn't have
170.
beat him if they had a fight for the presidency.
Yeah.
He's like my exact height and weight.
Is he?
Yeah,
5'11",
5'11",
So that's
170.
tough to beat up Bill Taft with that. I mean,
Whoa.
That's like you trying to beat up me. Plus 50 pounds.
Come on now. I was about to say, you don't weigh that much,
I have before.
but you don't.
Against
No.
women's suffrage and authorized segregation government. So racist, sexist.
Wait, who's this?
Woodrow Wilson.
He was against suffrage for the women? For
Yeah,
real?
He was like, yeah, they don't need to be out there voting for real.
Shouts out, Woody.
Fuck
No, I'm
him.
just kidding.
He created modern
fucked up.
income tax,
Yeah, this guy can get fucked.
and he created the Federal Reserve,
Yeah.
which I think the Federal Reserve is BS from
Is
what
he-
the conspiracy theorists
Is Woodrow Wilson dead yet? Because if he's not, we should go get him.
He beat someone in a 1912 election.
He better. I mean, that's income tax.
Which
The hell was he
this
thinking?
timeline for me, now that I'm reading this, is just not lining up at all. 1912 election authorized segregation in government. Okay, no, I guess that's true. That's,
Oh, in government?
yeah.
Oh, so like they couldn't work together in government.
I guess so. Yeah, that's probably it.
So wait a minute. It's 1912.
Yeah.
They can't go to school with the white kids, but they can work in the government together until he gets
No,
there?
they can't because Woodrow Wilson said enough of that.
Yeah, they could before he got there, though.
He
That's
might have
wild.
just made it
Yeah.
official or something like that.
He
if I
just
had to
came
guess.
out and he was like, just in case anyone's wondering, no.
How did like a fucking House Representative meeting work back
So
then?
who is this matchup?
Woodrow and William
Like-
Taft.
Woodrow
Okay.
and Bill Taft.
Okay, I'm on Taft.
Yeah, I'm on Taft too. Woodrow, pretty much a nerd. I wrote down.
I'm not going to say that I'm on Taft like you guys, but I think he's going to win.
Yeah. Okay. Taft moves on.
Yeah.
But also, here's my question: like House Representatives or some shit. There's like 400 of them. If there's government is segregated, how the hell to meeting?
I guess
they
they
people
just,
just not get their say. Probably not.
they just had the Alexander
They
Graham
probably just didn't
running the
get,
telephone.
They probably like, no, it's segregated. They're like, well, I'm the House Representative. Yeah, but see, you can't come in here during this.
No, that's definitely not.
Yeah.
That's,
Segregated.
That's not how it went down. They made a phone call. They were like, "Hey, I know you guys are across town in an equally as nice building as we are. What do you guys think about this stuff?" That's definitely how it went down.
Find out one thing about America: it's
I mean,
equal.
there
equal
was
rights.
no racial undertones in history anywhere, as far back as you go.
Next matchup is Zachary.
Is it?
Yep.
Who we got?
Not sure actually. Off the top of my head.
Yeah, but it's always. It's just going like this.
Which hand should I hold the mic with? You guys think, and which hand should I hold the phone with?
I don't care.
I'm a left guy. Left hand mic.
I don't
rock
know
with
who.
it.
Let me find out who the
I'll rock
matchup
with it.
is. The matchup is George W. Bush.
Oh, you talking GWB?
You guys are
Is
also
he
just
fighting against Bill
progressively
Dog?
watching me
Versus
go through.
Yeah,
cat
Bill-
allergies.
Billy.
Zach Taylor.
Oh yeah, Zach Taylor. Okay.
Zach Taylor. Remember he was scrapped.
Yeah, I don't really know a whole lot about Zach Taylor. I couldn't.
Zach
I-
Taylor sounds like a made-up
I think
president
I had
to
him
me.
last time.
I looked for stuff that I thought that you didn't have from last time, and I couldn't find
Also,
Dick. This guy started in
you
like
know
18
what I just
something.
realized?
What?
I think the next fight I have is Old Bush. I researched Young Bush.
I did too.
Yeah, so we'll have to do live research of Old Bush.
All right.
We can both add things to it though. But
All right.
Zach Taylor, did I have him?
Yeah,
first?
you did.
Yeah, 5'8", 170, not the coach of the Bengals, military officer, major general, which is pretty high up there. National war hero, only lasted 16 months in office, born rich, couldn't read his handwriting. I have same as me, so he can fight. But I remember we looked up, he was like, was he Old Hickory or was that Andrew Jackson?
That was
Was
Jackson.
was he Old Rough and Rowdy?
He might have been. I remember he was like not necessarily the most clean cut guy.
He looked like a badass when we looked up his picture.
and I think he was kind of rowdy. I mean, everybody back then, all the people that got elected back then were literally killing people in war.
Yeah,
So,
he was Old Rough and Ready.
Yeah.
Remember we looked at
Old
'cause
Rough
he
and
was-
Ready,
Yeah,
yeah.
because he was a badass at war.
Okay, so him.
What a
He
terrible
took down,
nickname.
He took down Chester Arthur, who was 6'2", 224.
Rough and Ready is such a terrible nickname, though.
Old Rough and Ready. Yeah.
Just as the name in general.
But back then,
How it
was
rolls and
clever.
stuff.
Dude, I found out a lot of stuff.
It's got alliteration, right? Is that alliteration?
Old
Yes.
Rough and Ready.
Yeah, R&R.
Yeah. Alliteration's not always nice.
Yeah, it's a typical Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Imagine if Taylor Swift would have said typical Wednesday. That doesn't work. That never works. That would never work. But anyway,
Typical Tuesday. All right.
GWB. Found out a lot of interesting stuff about George W.
What'd you find?
So, served from 01 to 09,
Nice.
55 years old,
Nice.
6 foot, 186.
Okay.
I have written down 9/11 question mark.
Yep, I have possibly did 9/11 on
Watch this drive.
mine. Oh, that's a good one. I forgot about that one.
Watch this
Elusive
drive.
Elusive to shoes.
Ooh. Oh yeah. I wrote
Oh,
down,
yeah, he did dodge.
just on the 9/11 topic, I wrote down possibly did 9/11, then subsequently threw a strike.
Ooh, he did throw a
Yeah,
strike. He
at that
did.
New York Yankees
He threw
game.
that strike for the nation.
Yep.
He's also a terrible hooper.
I believe
He
it.
can't hoop.
He's a
I
baseball
just saw a
guy.
highlight tape of him the other day. It was actually hilarious because it was like a hyped up music video, and it's him missing every shot.
Also, I've owned a baseball team. I don't know if you were going to get to that.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
This guy is actually kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So all that stuff. He from Texas ? Because he was born in Connecticut. Thought that was fishy. But author, businessman, was a painter allegedly back in the day. 6 years in the Air Force, first lieutenant. He has an Air Force pilot's badge and a couple other things.
That's badass.
Went to Harvard Business School. Then he went to Texas and worked in oil. And then he co-owned the Rangers before he became the governor of Texas. And then got into politics. Did No Child Left Behind. I thought that was interesting. He played baseball and was a head cheerleader at the boarding school he went to in Massachusetts. And then he went to Yale and was a cheerleader at Yale. And his senior year was a president of a cheerleader at Yale.
Okay.
Was he like
I don't know.
like did he just like swimming in it back then, or
He had to have been. Because listen to this, bro. Cheerleader at Yale, president of Delta Kappa Epsilon.
Oh, God.
And he was a rugby player at Yale.
yeah, he was getting lots of ass.
He had to be swimming
so
in ass.
he can't fight.
I mean, there's just no way.
We know that.
He's got too much money to
I also
fight.
have rumored to be a cokehead.
Really? I didn't know
people
that.
say that.
Good for him.
And then I have Nepo Baby and Kind of Funny listed on mine too.
Yeah, definitely was kind of funny.
Yeah.
And he definitely was a Nepo baby.
Yep.
The shoe, I can't get over him dodging a shoe, bro. The look on his face after he dodges it, pops back up at the podium, he's like,
Washington's
hilarious.
Drive is the most legendary presidential clip
I
of
mean,
all
it
time.
really is. It's so fucking funny.
I also have
Yeah.
was Dick Cheney's puppet.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you watch the movie Vice.
His what?
Dick Cheney's puppet.
Oh, puppet. Yeah.
Basically, Dick Cheney was president.
Really?
That's what the movie Vice makes it sound like. I don't know how
Because
historically
Dick Cheney
accurate.
was his VP, right?
Yeah, he was a psycho.
Was Dick Cheney the one that... Did he have the accident with the gun?
Yeah.
Or was that Al Gore?
Yep,
was that
he shot
Cheney?
him. Yep.
Who shot him?
Also, dude, I was reading the Wikipedia.
Yeah.
It said that George Bush got a DUI. Did you see that when you were looking anything up? I think the Wikipedia might have been playing a prank because I think Dick Cheney got one too.
Yeah.
They both could have got one.
That's hilarious.
Which is kind of lit.
Dick Cheney got a DUI.
But they
So
both could have
George
got
W.
one in Texas, but I thought it might have been Wikipedia like doing one of those classic bits where how Dick Cheney was the puppet master or whatever,
Yeah.
how they're putting Dick Cheney's info into George Bush's thing as like a joke.
It was me
But they
when
also-
you were out there in the parking lot. You said you were doing research like on Wikipedia. I said, this motherfucker.
But it also, they could have just both got DUIs because it's Texas.
Yeah.
Here's that video.
Is that George Bush?
Yeah.
Oh.
George W.
GWB.
Oh.
Show me that jumper. Oh, what a pass.
He's just like, bloop.
I mean, he looks like a regular John
He's not
Havlicek.
missing shots, though.
pass.
Does he get to missing shots?
Ooh, look at that bounce pass. It's crisp in the pocket. Oh, George.
Brick.
Oh, George.
He's in a suit and tie.
Look at me, said, huh?
Let me see the
wait.
form is not terrible, though.
He got the elbow
He hit
tucked.
that one, yeah.
He got the elbow
He
tucked.
doesn't extend his arm all the way, but he's also in suit and
Undo the cuffs.
shirt and tie.
You
Undo
can
the
tell he's
cuffs.
Dude, I think he
Bro.
can actually kind of hoop.
That
He
hoop,
missed the
that
layup,
hoop, that
too.
hoop was bad.
I mean-
that was a bad hoop. They probably didn't have enough
can't miss
water
the
in the
layup.
bottom of it.
I'm not going to say that he straight up can't hoop, though. That wasn't the worst shot form I've ever seen.
Dude, the pass he gave, he just went.
He's passing the ball to little kids, though. He's just having a good time out there.
If that's me,
I
I'm
don't think
fired.
that's.
I don't know.
I don't
Based
think
off that, I
that's.
don't think he's gonna hoop.
I don't think a jury of his peers finds him not a hooper.
He's a baseball player.
I don't think you can
He's
say
definitely
he's
a ball
not a
player.
hooper without reasonable doubt from that clip.
I can.
I mean, he's,
I am.
He's no Barry
did.
O, but
He's definitely not Barry. He can't hoop like Barry. But Barry has an unfair advantage.
he's in a shirt and tie and dress pants and dress shoes.
That's not why Barry has the advantage, but I see what you're saying.
Okay, back to me. No.
I got to take Zach Taylor in this one, honestly. As much as I love George,
Yeah.
because he is a funny as a president, but he's just not gonna win this
No.
fight.
I'm going Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor said.
Yeah.
I'm going Zach Taylor.
Yep.
Old rough and ready.
So Evan, you're up, and it is
G Ford.
Jerry Ford and Teddy Roosevelt.
Okay. Gerald Ford versus Teddy Roosevelt. I believe when we talked about them last time, I don't remember much about Gerald Ford, honestly.
I got a
Zach said
question.
Teddy Roosevelt was soft.
I
Which
got a
you
question.
Cannot live
Yeah.
down.
Gerald Ford, why did he pardon Nixon?
Is that 70 show?
Yeah, Red Foreman. How the hell could you pardon Nixon?
Yeah, it says he took over post-Nixon, restored trust, but wasn't a major force. And he's taking on Teddy Roosevelt. We know that guy's kind of a hard-bodied president.
Apparently.
He was the one who was
Word on the street.
wrestling people in the.
He was a peaceful
in the
guy. He
Oval
wanted to
Office.
end wars. He didn't want to go to war.
He was a trust buster.
Yeah, but he was a badass.
I'll give you that.
I think he created national parks as well. But
Who did?
potentially
Teddy?
Teddy.
Roosevelt National Park in, I think it's in
National parks
Colorado.
are kind of sick, bro. There is no
or
better
National
place.
National Forest.
There's no better place to smoke weed than a national park / forest.
Yeah, they're up there.
They're definitely up there.
Roosevelt
it's
led the
dangerous
Rough
place,
Riders. Survived an assassination attempt. I don't even think I know that.
but- No, he did. Yeah.
Yeah, we
I don't even think I
It's funny,
knew
bro.
this.
I was telling my grandma what we were doing on the podcast, and she was like, "Oh, did you have it in there that he got shot and survived?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think we did actually.
Did we though?
I think maybe not."
We might not have even talked about
me
that.
see.
Wait, did you know that Gerald Ford played at your school? At your favorite football team school?
Michigan?
Yeah, he played football
Oh,
at Michigan.
Damn, he's gonna whoop fucking Teddy's ass.
And
How big is he?
My research says that has the strongest athletic background of any president.
How big is he?
6 foot, 195.
Oh god dang. All right, but Teddy can scrap though.
Yeah.
But and Teddy's 5'10", 210.
5'10", 237.
Who?
Teddy.
210 over here.
Oh, I got 237 from the site I looked up.
I mean, dude, this is a great matchup.
Bro,
an
Teddy,
athlete
Teddy
versus
is
like a
a
brawler.
fucking anomaly, bro, because it said on Wikipedia that he was like a constantly sick child and was like never healthy enough to do activities.
But then when he
And then he
was
gets
healthy,
president.
he was
Yeah, he's boxing motherfuckers in the White House.
He had a point
But he
to
did
prove.
that before.
And then he
He
dies in
probably-
his sleep at
once he got-
60.
He's probably one of those classic guys like, speaking of NBC mockumentary sitcoms, Parks and Rec, how Rob Lowe's character like had a sickness when he was a kid, and then when he got healthy, he never stopped working out. He could have that going on, where he was like, "Oh,
Is
I
that,
couldn't do."
is that what that was in the show?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
like, "Oh, I couldn't do this, and this when I was a kid, so now I'm going to be a fucking badass because I can be.
Maybe.
I'm not going to sit around and waste it." You know, there's something about that, dude. He didn't take it for granted.
I would like
Yeah.
to see him. I would like to see a picture of him in just underwear, maybe. Just see what his body type was, you know. Just get a feel for, what his body type is. Does he look like Tyson or
Evan, search up Teddy
Shirtless
Roosevelt
pics
underwear.
of Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt jockstrap?
Oh, we could ask AI Grok on X to do it.
Show me a picture of Teddy Roosevelt in whitey tighties.
Yeah. Can we do
Oh,
that?
dude.
Is there some?
There's a picture of him.
Let
Yeah,
me
I'm picking
see.
him to win.
Oh, there is a picture
I'm
of
picking
him?
him to win. If that's him,
Oh, yeah.
I'm picking him to win.
Yep.
He just looks like a mean little scrapper.
And I'm going to say
Dude,
right
but
here.
dude, a Michigan
I'll tell
football
you-
player
I'll tell
who's
you what
6
sticks
foot
out to me.
195.
This guy's got pants on. He's got them rolled to right below the knee with no socks.
Okay, wait,
That's
wait.
a guy you don't
This
fuck
is
with.
gonna
looks
do,
like-
this is going to do a lot for me. What
guy you
year
don't
did
fuck
Jerry Ford?
Oh, that one's made up.
What
No,
year
that's
I'm
did
calling cap.
What year did Jerry Ford play football?
Jerry Ford played.
This is going to mean a lot here.
1734.
If it was pre-segregation, I mean, there's a big asterisk on that. Or no, yeah. If it was during segregation, there's a big asterisk on that. Is it-
Okay,
when
I'm
was
just
it?
looking at President shirtless.
Who we got? Jerry Ford?
That's Gerald Ford.
Damn, Jerry's in shape.
Yeah,
Jerry's in shape. Tommy
Let's
Teddy.
see.
Okay, now,
Yeah,
if it was,
this is going to be a good
tough,
matchup.
dude.
We said this. I guess we said this.
if it was
Oh,
pre-integration,
oh, oh,
that's what I should
oh.
say. If it was pre-integration, then there's a big asterisk on that football career. A big one.
If it coincided with segregation.
Like, he could have been a D3 guy today, probably. Teddy Roosevelt's whooping a D3 guy's ass.
All right. Well, here's a picture of him.
Leather
at
helmet.
Michigan.
Oh, no helmet.
Yeah, Teddy Roosevelt's kicking his ass.
Well, let's see.
But
Hang
also,
on.
football was badass back then, dude. You had to be a tough
It was
son bitch.
much more badass,
You weren't.
arguably.
They weren't as athletic, but you did have to be a tough son bitch.
He was an All-American.
Was he?
That's what it's
Holy
saying.
shit, they had the helmets like that back then.
Let me see the wings.
Oh, I was talking about the one next to it.
Oh, he was wearing a leather helmet.
Oh, yeah, for
Jeez,
sure.
man,
At
I
least
don't
he had a
know.
one-bar
This
face
is
mask, though.
This is a toss-up to me.
It's tough here because Teddy, I mean, if Teddy's out here, like, actually boxing people, bro,
That's what I'm saying.
It seems like he's gonna be tough to beat him.
It's tough to, yeah. If Jerry, I think I'm going Teddy. I'm
I'm going to have to
going
go Teddy
Yep.
also.
If Jerry Ford was like 6'5" or 6'3", and he had some big old paws on him and just strong as fuck, then maybe.
You want me to Here, I'll tell you this too. He was the star of the 1932 and 1933 national championship winning teams, playing linebacker and center. Named team MVP.
Dude, he was a badass. Dude, he was a badass.
He was in the
linebacker and center.
He was in the
Two
trenches on the
badass,
football
dude.
field.
Two natties at linebacker, playing on both sides of the ball.
Oh,
I mean, this guy's a regular Dick Butkus.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
man.
I'm assuming it because it was back then. Like, they probably
a
had
lot of
enough
people
guys.
did back then,
Yeah.
but he was definitely a badass. But it also the fact of the matter is, as much as he was a badass, he was a tough dude. The cream of the crop athletes were not playing college sports.
Received NFL offers from the Lions and Green Bay Packers.
Oh my God, he was a badass.
What was the Packers' record back then?
But he chose not to do that. Attended law school at Yale. Was an assistant football coach for the Bulldogs. Elected to Congress 48. Served 13 terms in House of Representatives. Became 38th president in 74.
Oh, we got to decide here because
Yeah, we're also working on time.
Yeah, we got to pick it up.
Yeah. All right.
I'm
Well,
gonna go Teddy. I'm gonna go Teddy.
I'm gonna go Teddy too. You can't beat the boxing. You just
Yeah.
can't.
I'm gonna go Ford just because I already lost it anyway.
All right.
I bet.
But that was a great matchup.
It
That was one of the best matchups. All right, so now we got Old Bush versus Ulysses. To be honest, I didn't look up Old George Bush. I'm gonna do it now, but he's not gonna
working
be
with-
Civil War General Ulysses
What?
S. Grant.
We're working with not a lot of time.
Yeah.
Why's that?
I thought you said you had to go somewhere.
No,
Oh.
I said I would like to play Xbox if we get done.
Yeah, you guys need to
okay,
get the fuck out. Get the
Really
fuck
good.
out.
So George H.W., born 1924.
Father of George W. Actually,
Yep.
George W. was his eldest son.
Ooh, it was Ronald Reagan's VP. Didn't know that.
You know,
Ronnie Reags?
oh no, never mind. It was Nixon. I think Nixon and Eisenhower.
Oh, he's the director of Central Intelligence.
Nice.
Spy stuff.
No, Nixon and Eisenhower. I didn't bring it up earlier, but they were like VP for each other. Bro, I think their daughter and son got married. I think Nixon's son married Eisenhower's, or vice versa.
Oh, really?
Oh,
yeah,
really?
it's weird. It's real weird. I don't know.
Huh.
Makes you wonder what was going on at those parties. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
They were hooking up.
He was wealthy.
Gross.
Unaffected by the Great Depression. That's not hard body at all.
Who is this? HW?
Yeah, HW.
What did it say? He was unaffected by it?
Yeah, because they were so rich. That's
Yeah,
not
I was
hard
about to
work,
say, what the fuck?
They were basically like, what do you mean depression? We're
I'm
living
pretty
good over
sure.
here.
I'm pretty sure they had big oil money, didn't they?
I don't know. Yeah, he was born in Milton, Massachusetts.
Yeah, it's
Railroad Parts Company in Columbus, Ohio. So no oil money yet, but they had the money to get into the oil business.
railroads.
They were standing on business.
Standing on railroads.
But he, on his 18th birthday, immediately after graduating from Phillips Academy, he enlisted in the United States Navy as a naval aviator. Badass.
Naviator.
Aviator.
He was
I like
one of
that.
the youngest pilots in the Navy. That's also badass.
So it's a Navy family.
Yeah, Navy guys.
Okay.
Sus.
I mean, they're not as sus as the Coast Guard guys.
Yeah, he was a pilot in World War II. I mean, that's pretty badass. That is
Yeah.
pretty badass. Went to Yale. He was in an accelerated program. Graduated in 2.5 years. So he was a genius badass and a frat boy.
There's no way this guy can
He
fight.
played the first 2 College World Series as a left-handed first baseman.
I'm picking this guy.
Okay.
Over Ulysses.
Ulysses is a dog,
Dude,
son.
Ulysses is a badass motherfucker.
I mean, his face is on the back of the Lincoln
Who
Memorial.
had Ulysses last time?
Probably me.
I think it was.
I think it was me.
You want to read some stats off about him?
If I
War
can find him.
general,
If I can find him.
fought
again.
against the South, tried to free the slaves, was a total badass.
Yeah.
I remember that about that much, which is what I knew before we started researching.
I mean,
about
I
it.
just do not. I mean,
But they say, have you heard the old theory that his face is on the back of Abe Lincoln's head on the monument? Allegedly, if you
Is
go
that
look
what
at
they
the back of Abe Lincoln's head, it's supposed to be Ulysses S. Grant's face.
Really?
That's what they say.
Yeah, cool under pressure. This is Ulysses S. Grant. Cool under pressure. Civil War general.
is he the one who won the most corrupt campaign of all time?
I believe so,
Grant was surprisingly tough, physically durable, handling long rides, battle conditions, and relentless stress.
Yeah, he's whooping his ass. I'm sorry. I got Ulysses in this one.
We got to pause, though. What kind of long rides are
I
we
know.
talking?
I think he was handling
pause.
long horse rides. Maybe. Horse rides, right?
Yeah,
Probably.
Probably in the Civil War. They definitely weren't driving cars.
They're broke.
Also was an alcoholic.
Hard
it
body.
says.
Ulysses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking he's going to
Yeah.
probably whoop up on old rich smarty pants over here.
Yeah.
Mr. I went to Yale for 2.5 years.
George H.W. was a badass.
They're,
in his
I
own
mean,
right,
they're both badasses, both
you
Bushes.
can't compare. You can't compare the two different types of war.
Bro, it really, I mean, the older we get, the softer the world becomes. So,
Oh, yeah, for
I
sure.
agree.
it's just kind of how life works.
Yep.
We don't have to kill people with our bare hands anymore in the streets.
Nope. No, we don't. But we can if we want.
But we can.
All right, you're
Oh,
up, Zach.
oh.
We got Bill Clinton,
Versus
Thomas Jefferson, I think.
Tommy's Jeff. I don't know who had him last time, but I don't think it was me.
I had Thomas Jefferson. He was whack as fuck. 6'2", 174, founding father, kind of badass. Racist, rapist, and nerd.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. I'm
Good
just
for
going to
him.
automatically pick not him.
Okay. I'll run down the list here.
Separate the fight from the fighter.
We'll,
Separate the art from the artist.
I'll
No.
expedite the Bill Clinton here. Served from 93 to 2001, 47 years old, 6'2", 223 pounds.
Yeah, about to say he was low-key a unit back in
Didn't
the day.
know that he was large back
Yeah,
then.
he was kind of a unit.
I have here that he served between Bushes. He was right after HW and right before W. Lawyer, went to Oxford and Yale.
He served between a couple of bushes, if you know what I'm
Damn
saying.
right.
He split the bushes.
He was splitting bushes.
Lawyer, Oxford and Yale. Father died in a car crash while his mom was pregnant with him. Survived the impact of the crash, and then his car was upside down in a ditch, and he drowned trying to get out of the car.
The dad?
Tough, yeah.
Oh,
Well, like right before he was
God.
born.
That's
yeah.
fucking terrible.
It's
way to
awful.
go.
Oh,
bro.
my God. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
top.
And then
Top list
when he
almost.
was like really young, like I think 4 or 5, his mom just like decided to go to, they're from Arkansas. His mom decided to go to like New York or something to study nursing. So she just dropped him off at his grandparents' house, who ran a grocery store, and he just stayed with them for like 7 years while she went and studied. And then
God, it took
Raised
her
by the
enough
grandparents.
time?
Bill was outside when he was a kid, for sure.
And then his mom came back, got remarried to his gambling alcoholic stepdad who used to beat her and
Oh,
abuse the
geez.
family. And then apparently he finally stood up to this guy when he was 14, and the guy stopped beating on him. And then he played saxophone, almost gave his life to music when he was 16, apparently. And then two major events made him want to get into like public figure. And one of them was the MLK speech, and apparently he had it memorized.
Huh.
And then I have here impeached for pussy crushing.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go Billy Klitz here.
I am too.
The unit, Thomas Jefferson was kind of a bitch, honestly, for back then. He was a big-ass nerd.
I mean, he was basically getting in fistfights with his stepdad at 14.
Yeah,
so
I mean, that's kind of bad.
You got to have
Standing
something.
up to a grown man at 14 is not easy.
And honestly, having the stones to get your slob cobbed on while you're in the office is,
He's
or your
got a
cob
big
slobbed
old
on.
set of
It's
fucking
It's a pair
cojones.
of fucking rocks on the man.
Yeah, but as we know, if you get pussy, you can't fight.
That's true.
Yeah, but
Did he ever get the pussy though, or did he just get the mouth?
so okay, Thomas Jefferson
Yeah.
gets pussy too, but he like took it. So
yeah,
that
but
means you're even worse
Thomas
at
Jefferson
fighting.
takes pussy.
If you take it, you're even worse than if you get it.
Absolutely.
So
You're the type of guy who likes to stand behind 2 bigger guys and scream about how much you want to fight somebody.
yeah, but you don't.
You can't.
Yeah, Thomas Jefferson would have worn a tap out shirt in 2008.
Definitely. We should just go find him and kill this guy. God, I
Yeah,
hate
fuck this guy.
Thomas Jefferson dies in the ring when fighting Bill Clinton.
Do you know, I agree, I'll take Clinton too, but I will say the one thing that actually pisses me off the most about Thomas Jefferson is the fucking monument that he got in D.C. is so pimp.
Is
It's
it?
so fucking badass, dude.
I probably
it pisses
saw
me
it
off.
in 8th
It's so
grade.
much more badass than all the rest of them. I hate it. I hate it.
What is it?
It's just fucking dope ass like dome, like big, huge, like marble type looking pillars, and the building's like open to the outside underneath. It's fucking badass. It sucks it's Thomas Jefferson's, but
You
It's
don't
better
like
than
Thomas
Lincoln's?
Jefferson
I don't fuck with TJ. No.
because he's a rapist.
Yeah, he was kind of a scoundrel.
He was definitely a
Bit of a
scoundrel. He had
scumbag.
whores in Paris, which
did.
that's honestly kind of pimp for back
Yeah.
then.
And like it's obviously
Like, there's no Instagram and you got bitches across the pond.
It is crazy. And
That's impressive.
obviously everybody was a bad guy back then, but I mean, the amount of raping this guy did, like, oh my god, bro, like,
Prolific.
come on, dog.
Prolific positive?
It's,
No, because I use it for serial
I
killers.
think prolific just means like standing out, like really big.
So he's a really
He was a
he's
prolific
standout
rapist for sure. Yeah.
Yep.
Jesus.
But anyway,
So Billy Klitz wins
I'll
that.
take Clinton on that one. I'll take Clinton.
Who might also be a rapist.
Yeah, he got less pussy though, so it's good.
Yeah, but
Honestly, Bill has got
they got
to
the
be,
body. They got the clean body count too, bro.
And
He's not
Bill-
scared to take a motherfucker out.
He got to be a badass to deal with that fucking bitch all the time.
Yeah. Hillary.
Yeah.
All right, I got
Not a fan.
Grover Cleveland versus Andrew Johnson.
Grove.
Big
I'll
Grove.
run down Andy J real quick if you want.
Yeah.
I got him from last time. Let's see here.
Big Grove's 5'11", 250.
Andrew Johnson, 1860s, 57, 5'10", 175.
Took over after Lincoln, battled Congress, impeached, but survived. What does that even mean?
It means he wasn't found guilty, so he
Yeah.
stayed in office.
Oh.
Same as Clinton, I think.
I was
Yeah.
like, did they used to just yeet
And
motherfuckers
Trump.
when they
Trump,
impeached
yeah.
him?
Yeah. You've been impeached.
He survived. They threw him off a boat.
Yeah, they like literally tossed him and he survived. Grover, only president, was just simply not true. GPT's an idiot. Only president to serve non-consecutive terms.
Well,
Ever heard of your boy Donald?
Yeah, until 2 weeks ago, or wait, no, 2 months ago.
Yeah, ChatGPT's an idiot. Learn faster.
Yeah, AI my ass.
Dummies.
Raw power. The raw power and influence section in my notes.
Oh.
Cleveland, strong-willed, but more of a bureaucratic guy. Johnson, political brawler, but weak compared to Lincoln and Congress.
Weak.
So, I think I'm literally just going with Grover because he has him on size.
Yeah, probably. When was Grover alive?
I didn't do
I
years.
think like last year.
Let me see.
Shout out Big Grove.
Big Grove.
I think he's still down in Florida. He retired down there. He's just kicking around. Yeah, Johnson wasn't too crazy.
Yeah, John. I remember.
Never
I
went
was
to
thinking
school.
Whoever Johnson had was a lame ass matchup.
Yeah.
Grover was born in 1837.
Yeah, we'll go.
So
Grove.
he probably served like around the same time as
Yeah.
Andrew Johnson.
And died in
He
08.
probably served right before or after Andrew Johnson. When did he serve?
1908. So he's strong as an ox back then because he lived pretty long.
When did he serve? He served
It was like 70.
presidential terms. March 4th, 1885 to 89, and then
okay.
93 to 97.
He was 20 years after. Damn.
So what is everyone thinking there?
11 more years and died. I'm going Grover, just based off size.
Grover?
I'm going Big Grove.
All right, we'll go Grove.
He outweighs him by almost like 100 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay, then we got Jimbo Carter and Dwight D. Eisenhower. Jimmy Carter, 39th president. He just died.
Unexpectedly.
Longest living president ever. He was in hospice for like 9 months.
He was literally building houses
you know
while
what's
he was in
crazy
hospice.
about him? He was the first president to be born in a hospital. Yeah, everyone else
What?
was born
What
in
year
like
was he
a
born?
log cabin.
Damn.
I don't know. But he was the first one. He was 100 years old today, so
Oh, so
1925. Quick math.
Quick. When did
Quick
hospitals
maths.
get invented?
Probably like the tens, maybe the
No, the
19s.
1800s had to have hospitals, bro.
I don't know.
Something,
That's what
yeah.
they say. He played high school basketball, and he was in the Future Farmers of America.
Who's this?
Jimmy Carter.
Oh.
He came from the bottom. I don't remember
Oh,
why I
he's
wrote
Drake.
that, but kind of poor maybe. He was in the Navy, and he quietly was not racist because he opposed segregation, but was kind of like, I don't really want to say that because no one will vote for me.
I'm not trying to fist fight anybody,
Yeah,
but
yep.
I don't want slaves anymore.
And then I have Dwight Eisenhower, 34th president, went to West Point. He oversaw the invasions of North Africa and Italy before overseeing invasions of France and Germany in World War II. That's badass.
Yeah.
He threatened nuclear bombs like crazy when he was in office because it was right after World War II. He was like China and Korea. He was like, I'll fuck around and nuke you guys. You
I'll
saw
do
what
it.
happened to your your neighbors in Japan.
I'll do it, motherfucker.
Badass name. Badass nickname. Big Ike.
Big Ike.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a
That is
great
sick.
I like that
That
nickname.
is sick.
What year did you say he was born?
Oh. Probably
I was gonna-
around the 1900s.
So early 1900s
Or
hospitals.
maybe late 1800s. He was 30. He was old enough to be some type of general in World War II.
Basically, so it says more than half
Born in 1890.
births in the United States were taking place in hospitals in the 30s, and then by the 40s, it was like the norm.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he was before that.
Eisenhower was
Right,
1890.
Jimmy Carter was probably right around that. He was
Yeah.
1925.
Yeah.
Maybe 24.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
So he got born there before half the population was there.
That's crazy.
But Dwight Eisenhower was an outdoorsman, and then when he was younger, he got like a leg infection, and they tried to cut off his leg, and he was like,
Oh,
"Fuck
yeah.
no, don't cut my leg
I
off."
remember this.
And then it just went away, and he got better.
And then they made a scene about that in Dancing with
Damn.
Wolves.
So I'm gonna go ahead and go with Dwight here. Me personally.
Yeah, bro. It's crazy, too. If they would have cut his leg off, we might be going the other way.
If Jimmy Carter stood on business and was like, "I oppose segregation," and said it earlier, then maybe. But he was kind of like a little pussy about it.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go with Eisenhower on this
Yeah,
one as
I
well.
got
I mean,
Dwight.
Eisenhower's he's going to be a
shit.
front runner for the rest of the bracket.
What's this?
Don't know. Thank God.
We still rolling?
Still
Yeah,
rolling.
nice.
All right, what's next?
Yeah, we'll
Next
take
we
Eisenhower.
got Joe Byron
The
AKA
matchup of
Let's
the
Go
century.
versus fucking
throwdown of the century.
William Henry Harrison and his cane that he officially cannot use as a weapon.
Yeah.
Officially.
Almost
That's what we
died.
decided last time. We compromised.
I
on
don't
the
think
fact
we
that
did.
he
As a
can
weapon?
Use it. No,
No. Sorry, he cannot. He can have it in there.
Yeah, to help
he
him
gets
stand
one
and-
warning. If
yeah.
he uses a weapon a second time, it gets confiscated.
Okay,
All
so
right.
Joe Biden
Same
dies.
with FDR in the chair.
Joe Biden dies.
Yes, I have on here. Joe Biden served from 2021 to 2025. 79 years
97.
old. 79 years old. 6 foot 178. Born in Scranton, PA.
Oh, really?
Interesting.
He's a Scranton boy?
The Electric
Scrantonite.
City.
He's a Scrantonite, lawyer, author, unsuccessful presidential runs in 88 and 08. Late 50s to
He
61.
ran for president in 88.
In 88.
And then he won in 2020.
Yeah, ran for
Jesus
president in 88,
Christ.
lost. And then he lost in 08, and then Obama was like, all right, come on, man. Come over here and run with us.
Yeah, come on, man.
And then in the late 50s to 1961, he was in high school, played baseball, and allegedly was a standout running back and wide receiver.
Really?
And then, I
You
also...
played running back and wide receiver.
What do you mean?
That's on the
you
same
not.
side of the ball.
Good question.
You play one or the other, bro.
No.
And then I have on here as well, old as shit, 79 years old.
Yeah, he's
and
getting
that's it.
dusted.
Yeah, he's getting killed.
Especially if the guy gets a warning with his cane. I think if he
Yeah.
lifted his cane up and pushed him over with the pointy end,
Bro.
Joe Biden might die.
If Joey B would just sack up and start using a cane, this would be a fair fight.
Yeah,
but I don't
agree.
think he will.
Yeah, just a little saber
Do
war.
we give him a cane just so he stands a fighting chance?
I think if we give him a cane, I don't know, because it's definitely biased because we got to actually see Joe Biden like stumble around. But if William
Yeah.
Henry was like near as bad, we give him a cane. It feels like it has to be a toss up. What was
feel
the
like
weight on William Henry? Was he bigger? I feel like he was kind of a thicker
I
guy,
think
wasn't
that
he?
was you, wasn't it?
It was me.
him.
It was me. I'll pull it up.
I think he was a little bit thicker. But I'm thinking that Joey B's probably not going to win this fight.
This is the worst.
I mean,
fight
he's
of the round. We
79,
got a guy
bro.
that can't walk, and Joe Biden, the guy who can't think or walk.
The guy who can't walk up or downstairs.
I'm
Ooh,
assuming-
he was a little dude, kind of. Not little, but he was 5'8", 160.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, damn.
He can kick him in the shin.
Yeah,
And Joe's done for.
I think Joey's he's losing.
he fell off his bike, fell down the stairs like 9 times.
If he would have won in
I'll just say
19,
that cane is not even helping Biden.
Dude, he would have a seizure when the lights came on walking during his walkout.
dude, if he would have won, the presidency in 1988, this man probably would have
Yeah,
been a force.
he would have been,
like
probably.
legit. He would have
He could have been a problem in
been
88.
33 years. 33 years earlier, he would have.
I'm about to say someone born the first time he ran damn near could have been president the second time when he actually
He would
won.
have been like 40 something instead of 79.
79 is crazy.
That just
Oh,
makes
fuck.
too much sense.
It's
That's
wild.
insane. Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah, I think Joey B's losing.
yeah, Joey B's getting
I think
his
welcome to the
fucking-
Sweet 16, William Henry.
Joey B's not getting into the ring.
Nah.
Literally,
the steps,
he's not.
The steps might take him out. Yeah.
I mean, you know what the steps look like going up to a.
they better
a ring.
put some foam pads on the top of them, bro. They better.
I don't think he makes it up the steps. I really
I
don't.
don't either.
So you guys all have one more or
I have
2 more?
I have one more, but it was a double. It was a research on both.
All right. I got Harry
we got
Truman.
4 more. Yeah, we got 5 more total.
Harry Truman and James Monroe up.
Yep.
Yeah,
I didn't do these ones last time. Monroe, known for the Monroe Doctrine, he's 6 foot 190. Harry Truman listed as 5'8", 167. Shorter, lighter by about 20 pounds. But Harry was also dropping bombs, like actual atomic bombs.
Who is this?
Harry Truman
Harry Truman. He dropped the
Oh.
bombs in Nagasaki and Hiroshima.
led U.S. into the Korean War.
James Monroe was a badass.
That's what I was going to say. Monroe actually fought.
He
in
crossed the
wars and stuff.
Delaware early, bro. I can't get over that.
Yeah, this one's a pretty easy matchup. I'm going to go with James Monroe.
Yep. Founding father, died on 4th of July.
Do you want me to rip off my last one?
Give me Liberty or give me James.
Do you say you guys have 1 or 2?
No, I got 2 more.
I got one
Okay.
more.
I'm next here. I got Barack Obama
Barry O.
versus James Garfield. Who had
JG.
James Garfield last time? I don't remember a lot about him.
Cha
I know-
boy. I can run down it real quick. If
Yeah,
I
right
remember
quick.
correctly, he was not in office for very long. James Garfield.
James Madison Garfield is mine.
No, James Garfield, not James Madison.
This is my next matchup.
James Madison and Rutherford B. Hayes. I might have typed it out wrong.
Oh, okay.
Well, okay, we got Rutherford's shit, though.
Okay. Garfield only served for 7 months because he got shot and died by some salty guy that he beat in the election. 6 foot 200, was 50 years old. Union Army general for 2 years during the Civil War. Preacher and a
Badass.
lawyer before politics. Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much badass. Got shot and died of infection.
Barack Obama, 44th president. He was second youngest president, I think,
I think so.
behind JFK.
Yeah.
He was not from the south side of Chirac at all. I feel like people used to say that. He only went to Illinois when he started becoming like a congressman. And
I was
shit.
about to say.
I feel like he claims Chicago, not from Chicago. Born in Honolulu, lived in like Seattle.
He
Lived in
definitely
the East
claimed
Coast.
Illinois for
Yeah,
sure.
but he didn't really move there until he was like old as shit.
Yeah, but isn't that where you got elected from?
Yeah.
Or like
why
that's where
he
he.
claims it, because that's where he was a senator. But
Yeah.
he's not really from Illinois at all, like at all.
Not in the slightest.
Not
Illinois
in the
ain't
Could
even
slightest.
not
all
be any
that,
further
bro.
almost.
No,
Ain't
he's
even all
literally
that.
from Honolulu. Honolulu.
Yeah.
I've married to Big Mike, which you know the lore there. Hooper,
Actually, can I bust in for a second on
Hooper?
the lore there?
yeah.
People are speculating they're splitting up. Barry O's been seen out by himself several times.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
With Jennifer Aniston.
Wait, what the mother hell?
True. I
That's
did
what
see that.
I've seen.
But continue.
Drone strike galore. His entire presidency. I have
Yeah.
Killer Instinct in there. And then I don't know. I think this is a typo. Oh, it says loved everywhere. It's supposed to be moved everywhere. Like he lived in a gazillion
Oh.
places.
Was it
Indonesia.
Didn't
something
we
like
also
that?
catch one of the big guys from Iraq with under Obama's watch?
Had
Saddam
to
Hussein.
have. Yeah. Saddam.
Or no.
Not
Osama bin
Saddam.
Laden.
Yeah, Bin Laden.
We might have got Saddam Hussein. Did we get during Bush?
I think
We
so.
got
I
one of
remember
them
I was in
early.
8th grade. That would have been like 2007.
Didn't we get one of them early and hang him or something?
Hussein.
Did we hang him?
I can't remember what we did, but we did kill him.
George
It probably
did.
was like lethal injection. Actually, really
I'm
quick.
pretty sure. I thought we dumped him in the ocean, didn't we?
No, that was Osama bin Laden.
Bin Laden
Osama
into that.
bin Laden.
There is a guy who is got life and like death or whatever the hell in jail.
Yeah.
And I can't remember where the hell he's at. South Carolina, maybe?
North
he gets
Carolina
to choose.
chose firing squad.
Yeah.
They just killed him.
They just did it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know what happened
Yeah,
already.
I heard about
Yeah.
this. Who was telling me about this the other day?
I don't know, but it's
Somebody
kind
was
of
telling
a-
me about this. This was like the first execution in like 15 years or something, isn't
like-
it? In the U.S.
Yeah, he was the only person who's chosen to do it.
Oh, he chose. He
You
was
get
like,
to pick. You get to pick lethal injection, chair,
oh, he got to pick which one.
or firing squad.
I thought you meant he got to pick. He was just sitting there in jail, and one day he was like, "All right, just fucking bring it on. Let me get it."
No, yeah, he got to pick which way they killed him.
Oh,
I also
nice.
have
And he
for
chose-
yeah. He chose
That's what they're
firing
saying. Nobody's chosen firing squad in like a long
I
time.
mean, that's got to be the easiest one, though. You got to hope somebody puts one right in your dome off the rip,
squad.
but
Oh, yeah,
it's got to be
they're
better
all-
than
they
getting
have 3
electrocuted.
shooters.
Bro.
I mean, you should be dead immediately.
It's got to be better than getting
I don't even
electrocuted.
think I don't even think the ones. I don't even think they let you know who has it.
No,
Like
no,
the
no,
bullet
no.
in the gun. I'm saying the shooters.
Wait, there's only
themselves.
one bullet?
I think there's multiple. I think there's a whole squad.
Yeah, yeah.
There's three
I know
guys.
that the
There's
people
3 guys?
the people shooting don't actually know who kills him. I know that much.
Oh,
But I just assumed that all 3 of them just like sprayed him down real good, and that's why they didn't know.
That's how I always picture it.
I didn't know if it was just like 2 guys had a blank and one guy's gonna go right into his noggin. That'd be fucking crazy.
that's what I thought it was.
It
I
could-
thought
it
all
could be.
3
I
just
have no
aimed
idea.
Right
It'd
at
also
the
be
head.
hilarious if like the other 2 guys like, hey dude, let's not shoot. It's like
bro.
3, 2, 1. One guy, oh you killed him.
Oh, dude,
you
that's-
killed him,
you'd
bro.
literally be like,
You
oh,
killed
it's a
him.
blank.
No, you
Or it's a
killed him.
blank.
I aimed at his
Yeah.
leg, bro. That wasn't my gun.
Or it was the blank,
not
and you're like,
even
no,
pull the trigger.
one of you
Yeah.
guys has to kill
Or,
him.
just you fucking aim at his leg and you actually do have it and you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's
Shit,
what I was
somebody
thinking
give me another one. Give me another one.
That's what I was
Blows-
thinking.
They get one. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Like, yeah, I went hunting once.
Bring in the needle. Bring in the needle.
Yeah.
Just like
Lethal
Michael's
injection
guy,
while he's
like, yeah, I
laying
went
there.
hunting once. Couldn't kill. What do you think? Couldn't
Shot the
kill
deer.
Yeah.
Had to kill it with a
Didn't
shovel.
die.
Took about an hour. Why do you ask? Took about an hour.
I also had bony elbows for Barack.
Yeah, he does got sharp elbows, I'm sure.
That's
a
Barack,
weapon.
Barack, while his athletic prowess is definitely up there, I don't see him necessarily beating up a Civil War general. How old
No.
was James Garfield? That's
Is your mic on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Garfield was, let me see here.
I agree with you, though, on that. I'm not taking
50
Brock.
years old.
Yeah, I'm going Garfield.
50
Same.
years old in 1881, so I'm going Garfield.
Yep, I'm Garfield all day.
I'm Garfield.
Next.
All right, what's next? Is it me?
Y'all.
Probably, yeah. So what have we been going in?
Is it Washington versus FDR?
Yep.
Okay. All right. George Washie, 1789 to 1797. 57 years old, 6'2", 176. Commander in the Continental Army, born in Virginia. Hella Army ranks and hella battles won. Like, the list was just so long, I didn't even want to look at it and pick one. Like, it's insane. But it did mention that typically the troops had a fairly low morale because he was just all gas all the time, like never about resting or like playing it safe. They just like, I guess, got pissed off and tired of it. But they still used to fight because they had to.
He's a brute guy.
He was elected unanimously as president by the Electoral College in his first and second term.
Sounds fishy.
Unanimously?
Unanimous.
Sounds fishy.
Unanimous by the Electoral College, was not close with his father, had a rocky relationship with his mother, learned math through land surveying, and he was a map maker. So he made maps, didn't have like hardly any schooling. The only time he left the mainland U.S. was he was apparently the closest of all his siblings was his half-brother Lawrence. He went one time with Lawrence to the Barbados in hopes of the warm weather curing his tuberculosis. But instead, George Washington got smallpox.
Oh, no.
And then,
Ooh.
and then they came back. He survived it, but he eventually died of epiglottis at 67.
What the
But
motherfucker
yeah,
is epiglottis?
I have
It's a
no
cold.
idea. Oh no, sorry, epiglottitis.
Epiglottitis.
It's some kind of thing that happens with the epiglottis.
epiglottitis.
Yeah, that makes
okay.
sense now.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like crazy fucking war guy, like absolute badass in the war.
That
Just
shit probably doesn't
absolutely
even
nuts.
exist anymore.
And FDR's in a wheelchair?
FDR's in a wheelchair.
Yes, George Washington.
Listen here, though. FDR has got 15 pounds on him.
Okay.
They're same height. Same height. FDR's got 15 pounds on him. FDR was
Now
51.
he's in the chair, though. He's like 4'11 in the
That
chair.
doesn't. It's beside the point.
Okay.
He
We
was
should actually get that height.
He was in the chair when he was elected. He served from 33 to 45, and he contracted polio in 1921 and got paralyzed from the waist down. 51 when he got elected. I didn't get to research him a whole lot. I can look up some more, but he was the governor of New York from 29 to 33 while Herbert Hoover was in office, and he was basically trying to fight the Great Depression from New York. And then he did a pretty good job because he beat the shit out of Hoover in the presidential race after that, and then pulled us out of the Great Depression, ended Prohibition, started the SEC, which is the Securities Exchange Commission, and Social Security, and then he's the only president to serve more than 2 terms. So, did
False.
a lot. Is it? He was
the only
technically
president to serve 2 terms?
more than 2 terms.
Oh, okay.
He got elected in 1940 for his 3rd term before it technically became like illegal to
He
go
had
more
3
than 2.
terms in a chair.
Yeah, 3 terms in a chair. 1933 to 1945. He only,
must have been
He only
easy.
left office because he died in 1945. I'm pretty sure too.
Oh well,
But he was like, I think he's the
staunchly-
greatest president.
Staunchly
But,
George Washington.
yeah, I don't think he's going to win a
Same.
fight. But he was a
FDR
pimp,
is the
though.
greatest president ever.
A lot of people consider him like one of the best. Yeah.
Well, do you?
Yes, I consider him maybe. I mean, he got himself elected a 3rd time, pulled us out of the Great Depression, did all kinds of crazy shit, bro.
See, you're
He's
just
a
a
beast.
ring. You're a ring chaser,
He's a
bro.
beast.
Just because he won 3 doesn't make him the greatest of all time.
It makes
A
him pretty
lot
close.
of guys won 2.
Yeah, but they didn't win 3.
Yeah, but some
He had to be
couldn't.
carried.
He didn't win 3, and he won 3 from a chair, bro.
He had to be carried.
No,
To all
come
3 of
on.
them.
Come on now. He did a lot. He was a good press, but he's not beating George Washington.
Or he got rolled
Yeah.
to all 3 of them. That's
yeah.
what I meant.
George Washington wins.
Yeah, George is winning it.
All right, last and final fight, I believe.
Rutherford B. Hayes. Who had him the first week?
James Madison versus Rutherford B. Hayes.
Who had Rutherford the first one?
This ain't going to be a long one. It doesn't even matter. I mean, James Madison's 400 pounds.
Did he make it through the first round?
Somehow.
He had a
yeah.
bye.
He had a bye, bruh.
Oh, I was going to say, what was he
People
fighting?
with buys got absolutely
Yeah, we
bailed
got.
out.
I mean, all the
yeah.
old fucking Civil War brutes are
They-
fighting it out in the first
I was
round,
gonna
while
say-
fucking JFK gets a first round bye.
That did not play in favor for
James
these guys
Madison.
that got buys either because
Yeah.
they would have not have died in the ring in the first round.
Yeah.
Now they're going up to against like some
Yeah.
pretty
Some-
powerhouse.
yeah.
Who's James Madison fighting?
Like 400 pounds versus Rutherford B. Hayes, 5'8", 170.
70-pound difference, dude.
Yeah.
That is tough.
70
pounds.
4-inch,
is
70-pound
so
difference.
funny, dude. I could throw him. Like I
Wounded
could
in
legit
war. He's
pick him up
battle
and throw him.
tested, bigger, stronger, faster.
And that's listed in the program.
Yeah.
strong as hell, and so strong. If I didn't say that already.
So strong.
But yeah, I mean,
You said he was
it's-
wounded in war,
Yeah, he was wounded in war. Wounded.
but he survived.
Survived it. Yeah,
Nice.
he was good to go.
So we're all
He was
Rutherford
cool.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rutherford's gonna beat the shit out this guy.
Yep. And
He
so
might
that does it for that.
actually. He might actually pick him up and punt him like a football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But shouts out to James Madison.
If
I'm
he's
sure you
got
were a
that in
great
him.
guy.
He's
I never got a
scrappy
chance
guy.
to meet him.
He left
but
it all out there.
He did.
left it all out there.
He's got a statue over
Yeah.
there somewhere. So I mean,
He definitely left
did
it all on
something.
the field.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was smart enough to earn himself a bye. He made it to the second weekend
Yep.
of March,
Yep.
or the second weekend of March, and
He had a good run, but he's cooked.
He made to the round of 32.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
so
wouldn't even feed Rutherford B. Hayes for a week, bro.
Back to me here. We have JFK versus John Quincy Adams. Well, John Quincy Adams is kind of whack. Nerd, went to Harvard, 175 pounds, 6th president. I don't know if he counts as a founding father or not, but I just
think,
remember not finding shit
I
about
think
him.
John Adams is. I don't think Quincy is. I think Quincy was John
believe
Adams'
that's-
son.
Yeah.
Actually,
I think so.
I
Yeah.
thought they weren't related.
I don't
think
Let me
they're
look it up.
related.
I had John Adams last time. I thought it said they were related.
So JFK, I have family of criminals, bootleggers, connected to the mob.
Ooh.
He got shot in the head in Dallas.
Did he survive?
No. My next line is brains went everywhere.
Ah.
Literally
I remember that
everywhere.
now
Like,
that
they
you
went
say
in both
that.
directions. That's why everyone doesn't know where he got shot from. They don't think Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone. They think it was probably the mob, but also could have just been like CIA. Dan Rafael tweeted the video.
the magic loogie or the magic bullet.
His death was probably an inside job. He banged everything that walked. Marilyn Monroe, all that shit.
Okay. We're not going to say that he banged everything that walked and then follow that up with one of the most supreme pieces of tail that's ever walked this earth. You can't.
Well, I'm just saying he's a horn dog.
Okay, we can
All
say
right.
that. You made it sound like he was banging
Dude,
prostitutes.
Marilyn Monroe supposedly was a dirty, dirty, dirty girl. Like, stinky.
Beautiful, bro. Bring that stink over here to the condo. Put that
Like,
stink on me.
when that steam went up her dress and stuff, I heard that she cleared out a whole city block. Afro man walked by and goes, "Good morning, ladies."
That's not right. It was just International Women's Day, like 2 days ago.
Yeah, it's not anymore. So
That's
we're
true.
good.
That's
First Irish Catholic president. Respect. I'm Irish Catholic. Hell yeah. I ride hard for the Irish Catholic boys.
Pause.
Went to Harvard. Nerd.
Your fucking Michigan hat on.
Riding hard for Irish Catholic boys.
What does that mean? Because I don't like Notre Dame because I'm not a square.
You don't ride hard for your Irish Catholic boys.
Michigan is prestigious. in its
Irish
own
Catholic?
right. No. Notre Dame's just gay.
They got Catholic boys you can ride on there.
I know. We're not Penn State or Notre Dame. Whole family dies really weirdly besides the guy now who has no voice, RFK. Can someone bust out an RFK impression?
I actually have no idea what he sounds like.
You gotta... I'm trying to find it. Someone play his voice. Now the thing about it is,
I like to
yellow
bang Cheryl.
There's yellow 5 in the. There's yellow 5.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know.
Say, I like to bang Cheryl.
The red 40 is killing the kids.
That's not even true.
Yeah, the biggest do-head in the world.
If it was true, I'd be dead right now, laid up in a coffin.
Are you asking like
Is this an
Gronk
RFK voice generator?
Maybe. Oh, don't, dude. Just speak.
Have you guys heard him talk before?
I have, but it's been like very seldom. I haven't seen it enough to get the case.
won't work?
I don't know. I haven't listened to him enough. No, it's about to work.
I know it seems like he's trying not to talk while he's talking.
Yeah.
That was the impression I got.
It's like when it's the
like
way
a-
Jamie Foxx describes Doc
it is.
Rivers.
Yeah.
Why don't you just type in like
Nice.
RFK video? Just find a real one of him talking. It's all over the internet.
I'll find it.
He's not going to be saying what you want.
Well, I don't really need to say. I don't need him to say anything. He talks like he's trembling and like sucking in air at the same time. Zena.
Is it laborious at all to talk? It's not painful, but it's painful for me to listen.
Well, it's painful for me to listen.
Painful for me to listen.
It's not painful, but it's painful for me to listen.
Sorry.
Sorry,
talks
my
like-
voice sounds like
He
this.
sounds like if Marcel the Shell grew
Who's
up.
that? I do not sound like Marcel the Shell.
It sounds like
Dude,
that
he's-
voice filter people use on Instagram all the time. Where it's like,
He
Yeah,
sounds
dude, we
like
should get him to do
Marcel the Shell with
voiceovers
shoes
for
on.
our YouTube videos.
This is Marcel the Shell with shoes on. He sounds like her, except for with.
Keys to my car. A hair.
That's not at all how I sound.
Toenails from
I tell you what, it's because of vaccine.
Do you want to see me talk on the phone?
what the fuck is it? Who is this?
It's
Hello, this is me.
Yeah, bro.
it's a RFK when he was a kid.
14 years ago? This video has 34 million
He
views.
also sounds nothing
From me
like
over the last
that.
14 years.
He sounds nothing like that.
What do you mean?
Well, he grew up.
That did not sound like RFK.
The crackiness in the voice?
I don't know. I didn't hear it really. It was just high pitched.
No, No, I don't know if you listen then. Like literally the whole voice is, my name is Marcel.
Dude, you have a pretty good RFK.
Right now it probably is. I just did Marcel. You said it didn't even sound like it. That's what I was just doing.
You sounded more like RFK than Marcel.
I was trying to do Marcel. That's my point. The Marcel sounds
You have
like
a
it.
great RFK. Your Marcel's shit.
No, my Marcel is great.
So how did the rest of the Kennedys die?
Like plane crash, and then the one where the guy drove off of drove a car into a river or something. But I think he actually got out, and the girl he was with died. And then
Was that just like a threat? Like did the mob just? They're like, we're gonna kill you, too. You're next. And then he was
I
like,
don't know.
just they fucked up his voice and like
I
we
think he
will
had
though
like
if you say something.
I think
You're gonna sound silly for the rest of your life.
Apparently,
definitely a lot of them died like young in like weird circumstances.
Yeah.
I don't know all the details though.
Well, didn't another one of them get shot and killed too?
I think another one got shot
Bobby
and
or
killed,
somebody?
and I think he obviously got shot. His
Definitely something
One of them
going
died
on.
in a plane crash.
That's
yeah.
crazy, bro.
I think they got them all out of the mob.
It's crazy
Yeah.
how many people have died since the Earth began.
Yeah,
Isn't that wild?
a lot of people.
Probably less people than are alive now.
Less people alive now than people that have died. Yeah, probably.
No, there's probably more people alive now than people that have died. I
No.
bet it's close.
There's no way.
it's close,
There's
dude.
No
All right, let's get
way.
official guesses.
There's no way.
How
There's
many
got to
people
have
have
been more
died?
people that have died total.
I bet it's like 9 or 10 billion, and I bet the Earth's total number right now is like 10 or 11.
Damn, we up to 11?
I don't know. I'm completely guessing here.
I
bet
thought
it's-
we were at 7.
They always say 7. I bet it's higher now. I bet it's like 8 or 9.
AI is suggesting that around 108 billion people have lived and died throughout human history.
All right, so I was wrong. Simple as that.
With about 7% of those, or roughly 8 billion. What?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay.
I see.
So I
So
was wrong.
100 and
That also just makes no sense.
Well, I knew there's been a lot of people because the Earth is real
But
fucking old.
it used to not be that many people, like not that long ago. That's the only reason I said that.
I'm so confused.
Like back when America started, I bet there was
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
1 billion people. Maybe.
Oh,
and Genghis Khan killed like half of them.
Yeah.
And then created the other half.
Swear to God.
Most of history, there was probably well under 1 billion people in the world.
Yeah. It's because everybody was fucking too pussy. Nobody was out there getting ass.
It's because everybody just died.
Yeah, I
like
know.
dumbasses.
It's because they pooped in the street, stepped in it, went home, touched their food, ate it, died. You ate shit. You
Yeah.
died. You ate shit and you died.
That's fair.
All right, well, that's episode 55. We will
55.
see you guys next week for the Sweet 16. It's
Wait,
confirmed. It
wait.
is
Extra
Sweet
long
16.
episode.
Did we even pick who won the last fight?
Oh, no, we didn't.
I was about to say we just talked about JFK.
I got
and then
JFK, honestly. John
who's
Q.
even
Adams
fighting?
sucks.
John
Q.
Quincy? What did Quincy do?
I couldn't find shit about him.
I'm going
I think
JFK.
he's
Quincy a
massive
bitch.
nerd.
We'll go with JFK, even though
Yeah.
he's probably soft. I see right here, nerd, went to Harvard. Banged everything that walked, cannot fight.
Cannot fight.
I got JFK in this one.
All right. See you guys next week.